It is another busy week of campaigning for the presidential candidates. The Democrats are in South Carolina. The Republicans are focusing on Florida. And it is still anyone's guess as to what the final outcome will be. Joining me now to talk about it is Bruce Wallin, an associate professor of political science at Northeastern University. Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, Leslie. Thanks for having me again.
Well, thanks for coming back.
At least we know who's going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. You're very right, aren't you?
Yes.
All right. Well, where do we stand now on this Monday?
Well, I think it's really interesting. A lot of the pundits thought that after Iowa and New Hampshire even that clear candidates might emerge from each political party, and I just don't think that's the case. I think that South Carolina becomes important for Senator Obama, but even there, not even crucial, and Florida is just wide open for the Republicans. That's going to be fascinating because you have four different leading candidates who really appeal to four different kinds of constituencies.
When do you think we're going to know who it is? After Super Tuesday in February?
I can guarantee you that at the Democratic and Republican convention we will know. That's a firm promise from Bruce Wallin. But I think that I'm not even sure after Super Tuesday. I think on the Republican side it might be decided then. But on the Democratic side, you know, these races are so close now, and if they continue to be, if Hillary wins New York 52 to 47, but Obama wins California 48 to 43. I mean, just, you know, no one's going to, under that scenario, have half the delegates very soon, and that's what you need to be nominated. So this thing could be very exciting and continue on after Super Tuesday, which, again, I think no one would have predicted.
And you mentioned the Republicans now focusing on Florida. Rudy Giuliani has really gone after Florida. He's put all of his time and money into Florida. If he doesn't win, is he out? You know,
I think he might be. I mean, he might be a day late and a dollar short. He really has run a very atypical campaign. I think you know, he's appealing to the expats, the New York expatriates down in Florida. But I think with McCain's now strong showing, and he and Giuliani sort of share the anti-terrorism, pro-defense point of view. I think that he wasn't counting on McCain doing so well. He probably had hoped to have to just face Romney and Huckabee in Florida, and that's not going to be the case.
And Barack Obama, does he still have strong momentum here, or is it waning a little bit?
You know, I think he lost it a little bit, and the problem has been, and it's going to be difficult for him, but I think it's doable. You know, the Clinton team has started to come out pretty negative. You know, Hillary isn't doing it so much herself, but certainly her husband is. The remarks about this being a fairy tale. The chairman of BET referring to some of Obama's indiscretions as a youth. Well, this is going to be very difficult because Obama has promised to run the kind of campaign, and he has attracted the kind of supporters who want a campaign to be above that kind of negative campaigning and more principled. And unfortunately, that kind of campaigning still works. The negative campaigning works with the American public. So he's in a difficult position, but I still think that his message of hope and inspiration and his, you know, his great charisma could carry him through.
All right, and quickly, Obama, Edwards, and Clinton are all courting black voters in South Carolina today. There was this little dispute over race between Obama and Clinton. How big of it is it going to play into this? You
know, I don't think it's going to be important at all. I don't think we'll hear anything more about it. I think it was unfortunate that Hillary made the remark she did about Martin Luther King needing President Johnson to actually implement the civil rights kinds of legislation. I think some of the other remarks that were made were perhaps in poor taste, but I think they kind of had that gentleman's handshake in Nevada, and hopefully it won't appear again.
All right, Bruce Wallin from Northeastern University, thanks so much for joining us.
My pleasure.